listening to the Decision Reel special episode of
How have you not seen this?
Welcome to How Have You Not Seen This, a special bonus episode of the Decision Reel. Here we delve into popular movies that you have somehow missed. Do these movies live up to everyone telling you, how have you not seen this? This week, we look at The Thing.
Did you say delve?
Delve.
The fuck does that mean?
Delve into it. Jump into it.
Dove?
Get into it.
Okay, yeah.
You've never heard somebody say delve into it?
No.
Well, today's the day.
Today's the day that we talk about
Delving
this
into
fucking movie.
The Thing. So, Randy, off the top,
This
let's go.
Fucking movie sucked.
Sucked. Break it down for me.
The two reasons I don't like it. Got two.
He's got two.
Fucking cheesy. 1982, get it, cool, whatever. Cheesy as fuck. Predictable. He put that fucking dog, as soon as he put that dog in the thing, I was like, yep, that's it.
Okay, predictable, but to them, they didn't know there was anything wrong with the dog, right? Yeah, obviously there's a helicopter chasing a dog to open this movie, and...
Which I was on the dog's side, 100%.
Me too, Hundy, I'm with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, these guys are Norwegian, right? American people in an Antarctic outpost, they don't know what these Norwegian people are up to or if they're good or bad. They're just shooting a dog and then shoots one of their
In the
guys
fucking
too.
leg.
Right. But they shoot one of their own guys, not on purpose, because you can see as the guy falls to the ground and the dude with the gun, the Norwegian guy, he just walks by everybody, right? Like he doesn't care that no one's there. He's just after that dog.
Yeah, but I feel like at some point you'd be like, probably don't shoot towards the people.
I just think he was doing what the doctor dude was doing towards the end of the movie, which is at all costs, we need to make sure this thing does not get out. Cannot get to mainland, cannot spread and get to population zero, and spread across the world.
What was the doctor do? God, what was he doing?
The guy that was breaking apart the room, the radio room. Right?
Yeah,
because he's the one who was studying everything, and there's that scene where he's staring at the computer and it's saying, within how many thousands of hours the world will be taken over if it reaches mainland. And I think that's the same thing these Norwegian guys were doing, and they were chasing that thing, making sure at all costs this thing has to fucking die. And they didn't.
Who knows? Who fucking knows?
I mean, that's the premise of the movie, right? And I was even saying it to you when we were watching it at the end, that the Norwegian guys went through the exact same thing that we see they go through here, which is they finally figure out what's going on with it, and they burn everything to the ground. And the only weird thing to me, which was a very cool look, is when they go in the beginning to investigate the Norwegian outpost. You see the guy sitting in that chair who has either cut his wrists and his own throat. But if he were to have cut his own throat, he did that so violently that half of his fucking neck was gone. He looked like a Muppet. Like,
Do you think he did it?
well, that's my question. He's holding the razor blade or the barber shaving blade in his hand with the blood coming out frozen. That was awesome looking, right? That his blood's pouring out of him. If you're in Antarctica, I would assume probably.
It's like a blood icicle.
Yeah, a bloodsicle.
I was trying to look for that
Yeah,
word, but I
no.
couldn't get it out.
We got bloodsicles over here. No, I mean it's
Another name for a band.
Ooh,
Bloodsicle. There we go.
You going to the Bloodsicle show tonight?
Hell yeah, brother.
They're opening up for Mudvayne. I don't know. See what I did there? Vein, Bloodsicle. Yeah, thanks.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Good job,
Right
good
off the top of my head. Anyways, what I'm saying is, though, I don't think that guy killed himself. But the way he's sitting there with it in his hand, he did.
Maybe. Is the alien smart enough to make it look like that?
If he's smart enough to
Is
make
it
his
an
own
alien?
ship. Well, yeah, it's an alien. Let's be real. In the beginning of the movie, it shows a flying saucer flying through space and landing or crash landing on Earth.
That's really what they thought aliens are going to be like? I mean, not that I know what a fucking real alien's
Well, hold
like,
on.
but
We don't even see what it looks like.
you're right.
Right? Like, obviously, it's some kind of bug, almost like Men in Black to me.
It's probably like Venom.
No, I don't think it. No, because you don't see it being like a sludge, right? You just see it trying to take hold of all these different organisms and then change into these organisms. Now, at the end, you see it kind of like freaking out and changing back or whatever into the dog almost. So it didn't know what to do kind of thing. So who knows that when like the head gets melted off and then rolls on the ground and turns into like a spider.
It's fucking stupid.
It's not. It's awesome. But is that its thing to know, like, okay, I've come in contact with a spider and I'm changing into that? Or is that what the alien kind of is? Like, is the thing some kind of an insect or something?
I feel like it's got to be like a person-esque kind of thing. They built a saucer.
Yeah.
They obviously have a civilization somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
It's not the only one.
And that saucer that he crash lands in is very big. I mean, they show them standing around it, and
actually, it's kind of small.
the one that he's making underground is small.
Yeah.
But the one that crash lands, right, where they're all standing around that the Norwegians
So what if
found
it's
is
not
big.
the only one here?
I don't think it is. So you think they found the one in the ice and they excavated that one in the ice?
Yeah, it's stupid. Leave it there.
Okay, but this is people trying to, they don't know what it is. Obviously, they think it's an alien that's frozen. It's not going to come back to life. Well, yeah. we go saying, like, okay, I get that the movie's predictable, but it kind of has to be for when it came out in time and what it's trying to do. Like, you can't have the movie if they just go, oh, fuck that, leave it there.
Is this when aliens were like a big thing? People are always saying, oh, I saw a UFO.
Well, so sci-fi
80s?
stories have been around. So we're going to get to this in a second because the story for this movie is a lot older than you think it is. A lot
do you
older.
mean?
Okay, fuck it, we'll get to it. So
Okay,
what the thing is about. A research team in Antarctica is hunted by a shape-shifting alien that assumes the appearances of its victims.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sums it up.
I was about to ask
About
a really
right.
stupid question. So
No,
I
there's
was thinking
no
about it.
stupid questions
There
here.
is stupid questions.
Let's hear it.
Where's Antarctica? Is it north or south?
See, I don't even, I'm pretty sure
See?
it's
What's the
south.
other one?
So there's Arctica and there's Antarctica. Arctica is north, Antarctica is south.
There we go.
Yep, that's what it
Got
is.
it.
If we're wrong, please somebody just use Google
So they're
for 2
in
seconds.
Antarctica?
So yeah, I guess they're on the bottom of the Earth. But that's the
fucking weird.
bigger
Yeah, that's the big.
yeah.
Is it though? I think it's small.
No. So the one or Arctica, or the one on the top of the world, if I'm hoping I'm right, we're probably wrong. If that's the case, that is the smaller one. The bigger one is on the bottom.
5.4 million square miles.
Now, is that land or is it just ice?
Is Antarctica just ice?
Probably. Maybe there's a little land there, and it's not as big as the ice that's there.
It's Antarctica.
What did I say? Antarctica? Antarctica.
Yeah.
Antarctic.
Fucking stupid.
Right. Arctic. Antarctica.
Almost all of it's covered in that, so it's land.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
All
just
right.
covered in ice.
Yeah, because it's so cold
Yeah.
being on the bottom of the world. Where to watch?
Good.
With a subscription, you can watch this on the
Good old cack.
Peacock. That's where I watched it. If I'm paying for something, I'm going to watch it there.
Yeah, I spent $5 on this movie.
Probably pretty mad about that.
Yeah.
Where to rent it? YouTube.
YouTube.
I was going to say YouTube, Voodoo, but I put them together.
YouTube.
Oh, we got a new streaming service, YouTube. We could do it. We can make our own. Also, Google Play, Apple TV, and Amazon. This is written by Bill Lancaster, which is based on Who Goes There by John W. Campbell. This was first published in the August 1938 issue of Astounding Science Fiction. This was directly adapted to film in 1951 as The Thing from Another World.
It was a book.
It was a short story, I believe, and then it was made into a longer
Should have left
book,
it.
whatever. Shut up. The thought and the idea of this movie, you have to admit, is good. A shape-shifting alien that could be anybody at any time.
Venom.
But Venom isn't anybody. He is Venom, and he's
Here's Venom.
right. But that they probably got the idea from this.
Oh, no, don't do that.
1938.
Wait, is that when it was made?
That's
Is that
when
what you just said? 1938.
1938 is when it was published
Jeez.
in Astounding Science Fiction magazine. Well, I'm sure it wasn't a magazine at that point. It was probably a publication.
Publication.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. The idea of this is to me one of the best stories. Like,
It's almost 100 years old.
yeah, it's crazy.
That's fucking insane.
Right. So somebody writes this back then.
Steve Carpenter directed it.
John Carpenter. Why do you keep saying Steve Carpenter?
It sounds
This
better.
guy. Yeah, I guess it does. Good old Steve Carpenter.
Steve Carpenter.
But no, the idea for this movie to me is like so thought-provoking and so you can take it anywhere. Like, yeah, cool, in Antarctica, that makes it that it can't get out and it can't go anywhere. But put this in California or, I don't know, Korea or Japan where it's like there's so many people there and it drops down, boom, gone. Like any good zombie movie starts out with that outbreak, right? Where immediately you're in a epicenter of people and you can't stop it. And it just gets out and now everybody's fucking zombies. Why not have an alien movie like that with The Thing? Maybe not as crazy as this is where it takes over like it does, where it's mimicking and like has, you know, time to do it and in the shadows and stuff. But if you did do that, like how would you even stop that?
That's kind of like the other movie we watched.
They Live?
No,
No.
not that one. The one where the thing came out of his butthole. You know what I'm talking about? The alien came out of his butt, went into his butt. Had we did it as an extra thing. The fuck is that movie called? You know what I'm talking about. At one point, they're on a
The train movie where the Super 8?
No, not that
No.
one. When they're on at one point they're on a snowmobile, and he's like in his mind or something like that.
Oh, Dreamcatcher.
Yeah, that movie.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Okay, I could see where you're going with that. And that was a Stephen King movie, so maybe, I mean, let's be real. Stephen King was just probably, how many ideas has he had and ripping off everybody? Because how can you not at that point? But okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down there. Yeah. This was, like you said, directed by Steve Carpenter.
Steve Carpenter.
No, John Carpenter. We definitely just did an episode with our guys over at the Irritable Dad Syndrome talking about They Live, which is another John Carpenter movie, which also stars Keith David.
He was killing it.
I think John Carpenter's like, that's my guy. Keith David, whatever I need, I'm going to call you.
You're
And
there.
Keith's like, yeah, buddy,
Cool.
whatever. Yeah, I'm here.
But now,
Give me that money.
What was the latest thing he was in?
He's been in everything.
What's that show that we were watching?
Future Man, he was in
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
love that.
I feel like that's the most recent thing he's done.
No, because that was like 2017. He's probably been in like TV shows. I know he was in Community for a couple episodes or a season. He's been in so many movies and so many other TV shows. He's probably been in like NCIS and all that. Because
He was in Psych.
Exactly. He's just bouncing around doing the thing, being in everything. Because why not?
He's already got money. He's good.
Yeah, he's just like,
He's just having fun at this point.
Right. What else am I going to do?
Yeah.
I'm bored. Let me star in another movie.
At some point in Hollywood, do they retire? Like, they never retire. They're always doing something.
I feel like the person that retires does it for a couple years and then goes,
I'm bored.
I need more money.
Do it again.
Yeah, let me do something. And then they'll come out and do like a direct to DVD sequel or something like
Yeah.
Bruce Willis at the end there because he's his brain's going
He's
away.
got Asperger's.
He's like, hey, I'm gonna It's something that starts with an A, I know that. He was like, hey, if my brain's going away, line me up these movies and let me go. And he went and did like so many direct to DVD sequels and stuff. Or sequels, or just direct to DVD, direct to streaming nowadays, movies, just to do what he can while he can. Why not, right?
Fuck it. Fuck it.
The Thing is starring Kurt Russell
Kurt Russell.
as Mac Reddy, or Mac.
Him. Star Wars dad.
It's sad that that's what you know him as. Because he's been in so many other things, and that's honestly, I didn't think he was, I don't know,
was good.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 to me, I've seen twice, and I don't think I'd ever watch it again. Something about that movie just makes me go, I'm not here for it. The first Guardians of the Galaxy, sure, love it.
Yeah.
Love everything about it. I'll watch it whenever it's
The second
on.
one does kind of like just
It drags. Yeah, and the whole thing of Ego being this planet, and he can like take over, okay, where were you for all the other movies? Like, you can do all this, but yet you're only doing it in this movie.
Yeah.
And if you're a threat to the universe, how come it's just Guardians of the Galaxy fighting you? Like, where's
Everybody else.
Right, where's everybody else? Where's Captain Marvel at?
Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, cool. You're not fucking killing. He's a world.
Well, he was half, though, the same of him, because he's his father's son.
He is his father's son.
Right. He's a celestial or something.
Chris, I am your father.
Right. We also got Wilford Brimley as Dr. Blair without a mustache. If you don't know who Wilford Brimley is, you ever seen those commercials where the guy's like, diabetes?
Yeah.
I got my... Yeah, that's him.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just got old.
And grew a mustache, yeah. And got diabetes.
Diabetes.
Yep.
Diabetes.
What do you think was in that Danish? You think it was cheese? I think it was cheese. We also got Keith David as Childs, Richard Masur as Clark, David Clennon as Palmer, and Charles Hallahan as Vance Norris. Obviously, there's a bunch of other people in this movie, but these are the people just we're talking about. You know, blah, 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 blah. This is rated R. Doesn't tell me for what, but I can guess violence, gore, language, and Kurt Russell's sexy beard.
A beard was nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I liked it. It looked good, especially when it was all like frosty.
And then he had the long flowing hair.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Cleanest fucking hair I've ever seen, too.
Actually, it was very, like, you're right. Like Purell, that
Clean
shit,
as
like just
fuck.
flowing in the wind.
Is it Purell?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hand sanitizer?
That's not what I meant. I meant
L'Oreal?
L'Oreal, thank you. Look, we're already one twisted tea deep here on a Saturday morning. Because that's,
It's 12:45. We're good.
Oh, it's afternoon. Look at that.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
It's a Saturday.
5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the song is.
Something like that. I don't
You
know.
should have heard me. I was doing harmonies last night.
Oh, yeah?
They sounded like trash.
Look at you. Nobody cared.
Nope.
I'll just
There was like 10 people there.
like, sounds great. Keep it up.
I tried.
All right. Runtime on The Thing. 109 minutes. I feel like it has to be a certain length for a sci-fi movie that's building tension.
It was 109 minutes too long.
No.
Yeah.
No. It needed to be long enough, like I said, to build tension, to anticipate things, to like get you like, all right, fuck this thing. We need to get it, you know? And then to, you know, do there's not really a twist in the movie, but there are some swerves. Right?
What was the big thing you were talking about? You said I missed.
the best part of the movie?
part.
When they're fucking trying to give the dude CPR and then they get the
He eats
paddles
his arms.
out.
That was the best
And then
part of
as
the
he
movie.
goes down, the fucking thing opens up and rips the dude's hands
That
off.
was the best part of the movie to you?
It's awesome. And then his fucking his head like melts off and turns into a fucking spider and just bloop, bloop, bye.
That was so...
How is that dumb? That was like the pinnacle of special effects at that point. That was like amazing.
I did like when they turned around, they saw it. And they were
Right.
like, what the fuck?
I like how you're like, no one's gonna see that, and they hear it
turn
and they're like, it's almost like a. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Like,
They're like, God damn it, dude. I thought we killed this thing.
I like that you don't know what it's going to be. You don't know how it's still surviving or getting around or doing its thing. And like towards the end of the movie, you see that he's building a spaceship underground. That's wild.
If they burnt it, 3 times?
Well, no. So here's the thing. Do I get one? I feel like there's more than one at any given time because he's either absorbing things or taking from it and like splitting off, right? Because you see that it's surviving by splitting off every time it gets lit on fire. So they kill the fat guy on that table, right? And then his head splits off and tries to go away, and they kill that. There's still another thing out there.
How?
Because I think the same thing, like it's splitting off as it's doing stuff. Like the dogs, all of those dogs that were in that kennel, it was trying to get each one of them and then either combining it or just taking over and doing its own thing.
Mm.
And then 2 other dogs, if you notice, fucking dipped the
They
fuck
were
out.
fucking gone.
And where did they go?
Nowhere.
Could they have been infected?
That's too much. But
They
there
dipped.
was a dog at the end.
I will say, I hope that was not a real fence that it was chewing up, because that dog was like,
he was fucking getting it. He was like, get me the fuck out of here.
I will say, even John Carpenter said that there was one of the dogs was like the main dog. He said like afterwards he'd never really worked with animals, and he was like, wow, this dog was great.
The dog was perfect.
Like the scene that they shoot where it comes out of the hall in the hallway. I felt like that was a human actor. Yeah. It was doing what it needed to do. It was like curiously walking around like, all right, who am I going to fuck? Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
The
like,
dog was so beautiful too.
Yeah. Look very furry and very nice. I would say the dog's the best actor in this movie.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith David, though, always gets a
Kurt
plus
Russell.
one for me.
Kurt Russell.
And Kurt Russell being majestic with, it's got to be the hair cotton.
Yeah.
It's flowing. It's magical. No, it's great. So The Thing was released on June 25th, 1982.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely an old-ass movie.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're going to say it doesn't hold up. I think this still holds up. I think the special effects, while there's a couple shoddy shoddy like scenes where it's like, or when the dude's on the couch and they're tied together and like he starts shaking and that pans to the other guys, then pans back and half of his face is just blood. I kind of wanted to see the start of that, but I kind of get that there were little, for the time, they couldn't go all out or they couldn't. This is early 80s. Like, it's hard. Plus, we'll get to the budget of what they had to really do what they're trying to do. So,
I will say this movie, for being older, is still better than the new Jeepers Creepers.
oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot better.
A lot better.
That movie was fucking garbage.
Well,
It was worse than this one.
Where do you go with Jeepers Creepers? You know what I mean? Like, was there a bus involved?
Nope.
Was there a bunch of kids involved?
They were adults.
Did they all die?
No.
Did Justin Long make an appearance?
No.
Well, he died in the first one, so obviously
he's not coming back.
He could have came back as a face. I don't know.
No, I think they just showed him too much. Like the whole thing before, like you didn't see his face that much, and like 1 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
and this one was just like all about him, like showing too much.
So it's one of those. It's a sequel-itis problem, right? Where, okay, the first movie he's mysterious, so you don't want to show him. Just like talking about Jaws, like you don't show the monster because then it's scarier. Well, then in the second movie, where do you go from there? You have to show him because you show him at the end of this movie, so now you know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Right. But you can still do it a little different. So if there's a third movie,
There was a third. This is the fourth one.
Oh, this is the fourth one.
Yeah.
Okay. See,
Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
was he reborn?
Yeah.
It was the same dude, though, right?
Yeah.
So how's he
That was
reborn?
just 23 years later.
Right, but it wasn't that the whole thing? Is he waits so many years to
23
come?
years.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It was dumb.
Okay.
The CGI was fucking terrible.
They probably had
better $5 million. That was the budget.
That's not terrible
They
in today's.
didn't know what they were doing with it.
Oh, probably not.
No fucking idea.
Yeah.
Should have known in the very beginning the acting was just terrible. I should have just turned it off. But I spent $17 on it.
Why?
I thought it was going to be good.
Oh,
It's in theaters. I had to rent it.
you should have came to me. I would have put on a hat and go sailing across the ocean and got you that movie. Ahoy matey, do you get it?
No.
Who is Jack Sparrow?
Pirate?
Okay. Think about that.
Oh.
That took too long.
Jesus.
Anytime a movie's over like $3 and you don't want to pay it,
God.
just be like, hey, I want to see this movie.
Hey, man.
I got you.
Let me get that.
I got you.
Let me get that good.
Let me give me that map.
Give me that shit.
All right. So budget. We normally don't guess on the How Have You Not Seen This series, but we're going to guess today.
13.
You're going to guess a $13 million
Yes, I am.
for this. Okay.
There
Then
was
we're
a
also
lot
going
of
to,
explosions.
because there's only you, we're going to then guess the box office and the tomatometer and all that together, and then we'll come back and do it all.
Okay, so 13, tomatometer is going to be
Oh, no. Box office
the
next.
box office.
So what do you think it made in theaters?
102.
Mm.
Had Kurt Russell.
All
Keith
right.
David.
Kurt Russell, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
had
Keith
both of
David,
them.
Yeah, yeah.
Tomatometer.
Critics and audience, what do you think?
Critics 67.
67.
Audience, well, it updates now too.
Right.
53.
53.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So, budget $15 million. Look at you.
What
You're
did I
close.
say?
You said 13.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, look
Good
at
for
you.
me.
I mean, explosions for sure.
Yeah. Which would be so much fun to do.
Oh my God. Until, like I said, you go,
Yeah,
whoopsies.
Well, I mean, you're not allowed to
Right.
deal with that aftermath.
But you're right. So there's a lot of explosions in this movie. There's a lot of special effects. I mean, a lot. And here's the thing people don't think about. oh yeah, they made a special effects, whatever. You still have to research and design this. So that goes into the budget too, right? So when you're designing all these special effects or making things work or trying to figure out how that works, that goes into it. You know what I mean?
Do you imagine how hard it would be in 1982 to do all this CGI?
Well, there's no CGI in this movie. That's all practical effects.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's
You're
why,
right.
to me, it holds up and looks convincing because people are acting with it. It's there. It's on set. They're dressing it on set. They're fucking spraying fake blood on it and doing whatever. It looks better, I think, than anything you could do CGI today.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to look at it, and yes, there's some shoddy parts, but you still do it in CGI, you're going to be like, well, that's fucking fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if it's fake, it's still real. You know what I mean? You're capturing it in camera. You're getting the same lighting. You're getting the same effects from the scene. You're having your actors work with it. And this is the big thing with green screen today. Green screen today.
What green
People
screen?
are having problems acting. Christian Bale just came out the other day saying, like, yeah, it's not fun. Everything's acting on these big budget like Marvel movies or
where it's just a
where it's just a green screen,
and you're running around.
it's all every day is the same basically, right?
Yeah.
And every movie's the same because you're just acting with the person that's there, or maybe yourself on a screen that you don't even know what's going on.
Or a fucking weird stick
Right,
with
right,
a
exactly.
head at the end of it.
This is the thing right here. You got to look at it there. Yeah. So the real cool thing that Disney's doing now, they have this thing. I can't remember. It's called the space or I don't remember, but it's a giant room in which everything is a screen. Okay, the top of it, the sides of it, the bottom of it, it's all a screen.
So you're actually in it when you're doing it.
Correct. Now the awesome thing about it is they use whatever video game. What's the newest video game engine that whatever Unreal Engine 5 they use. Okay.
Okay.
So whatever they're doing with the scene, they will build it first. Then wherever the camera moves, all of that screen behind it moves with the camera. So then it looks 3D, right? Because it's parallaxing with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're standing there and it's moving around you, it's just like you would be in real space moving around. Now, obviously, you're still going to have to punch it up afterwards, but you're giving your actors a place to act that isn't just a giant green screen.
I feel
right?
like I'd end up throwing up.
Maybe.
That's too much.
Maybe. But The Mandalorian uses it a lot. The first 2 seasons, they were like one of the first to use it. There's a whole lot of bigger budget places that are using it now just for certain scenes because it looks good. It does what it needs to do, and your actors are able to physically be there, right? And they can see what's going on. So I think the new Andor series is doing it. Pretty much all Disney.
I feel like that
things
would make the actors do a little better too.
Well, for sure. You
'Cause
feel like you're
not,
there.
Like, you don't have to fake it as much. I mean,
Right.
obviously it's acting. You're faking it.
Right. You don't have to.
To a certain extent.
Oh, no,
Good for
100%.
them.
100%. All right, box office. Opening weekend, this made $3.1 million. You guessed 100. 103 or something. 100?
103.
Sure. Overall box office, 19.6.
They barely made the cusp.
I will say back in the 80s, that was, you made more than your budget.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, right?
I was guessing in today's time.
Oh, I got you. You want to adjust for inflation. So 19.6, I don't know, probably like 30 million, I would assume. Well, 82, maybe 20, no, 28, something like that.
How much? You said 19 mil?
19, yeah.
Is that million? That's million. What year is this? 82.
82.
Submit. So as of last year. Whoa. All right. This is fucking me up. Everything's so close together. That's not even a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only. You're telling me.
19 million is 40 million? No.
How the fuck is it 6 million?
Maybe it's $6 million more.
Oh. Yeah, you're probably right.
So it made 19.6 million. So $20 million it made. Not bad, but you're right. For Kurt Russell, for John Carpenter, you know what I mean? Like, this was not good for them, right?
No.
You know, like, this was a bomb. So, not good. Tomatometer, though. The Roddy T's critic score,
6, 7.
83.
Oh, damn.
Audience score, 92.
Oh my God. Why?
This is a cult classic movie that still today, like I said, holds up. Dude, watching on Peacock, that transfer looked great. The HD quality of that movie still looks good. Obviously, it's a remaster, but it looks great.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't look bad. Just not my cup of tea.
All right. IMDb score 8.2.
Fuck me.
That's one of the higher IMDb
Goddamn.
scores we have had. And
This
you got to
one's been
think,
good.
this has been out since 82. That means how many people have gone on and reviewed this? So consensus says,
Yeah, but when was the last review written for that movie?
I bet you sooner than you think.
I doubt it.
Gunner. Dog's barking because he watched the movie with me, and he didn't like
He
what happened
knows.
to the dog. Yeah. Top 10 that week. Number 10, Bambi.
Oh,
Yeah, another thing I don't like when people die or animals die. The fuck?
killed your mom.
Yeah. Number 9, Megaforce.
What the fuck is that?
No idea. Number 8, The Thing. It's top 10, though. Number 7, a movie that you said we should have done, Poltergeist.
Yeah. I
You-
feel like I would have enjoyed that one a little better.
Yeah, so have you seen anything about that?
No.
Yeah, you probably would like that a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were doing this movie for spooky season, right?
Spooky.
So maybe we'll throw another, have you not seen this? Maybe Alien, maybe Poltergeist.
We got 3 more weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we come out with one on Halloween. I don't know.
Who knows?
Whatever. There's got to be a Halloween movie. Have you seen Halloween, the original?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What about like any Jason movies?
Mm-hmm.
What about Jason Goes to Space?
No.
Yeah, don't watch that. Number 6, Annie.
Annie?
Yeah,
Like
the red-haired
Annie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Number 5, Star Trek 2. Star Trek?
Star Trek 2.
Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. Imagine if everybody had just a country accent in that. Khan, what are you doing? That would be funny.
Get over here.
Number 4, Rocky 3. Have you ever seen any Rocky
I don't think
movies?
so.
Really?
I don't think so.
All right, put
I
that
might
on the
have.
list
I
of
might
how have
have.
you not seen.
But probably not.
All right, top 3. We're just going to go through. Well, do you want to guess the
I
top
want to
3?
guess it. I want to
Okay.
guess it.
So we have Firefox.
Fuck is that? It's
It's an internet browser. Yeah. No, not that. It's a movie. Blade Runner. I know you haven't seen that.
I don't know.
And E.T.
Eat.
Have you seen E.T.?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, jeez. Put it on the list.
I know who he is. No, I think I've seen it.
Drew Barrymore's in it. Before she got addicted to cocaine 2 years later when she was like 4.
Oof.
You think I'm
E.T.
joking?
number 1.
Okay.
Blade Runner 2.
And then Firefox?
Yeah, because what the fuck is Firefox?
No idea. So it goes as follows. Number 1, E.T. Number 2, Blade Runner. Number 3,
yeah.
Firefox. Look,
Why is nobody here when I get it right?
Because that's how this goes.
Fuck.
So, all right. Who is your favorite character in this
That
movie?
was also really easy to guess that one.
Well, yeah,
It's
E.T.
fucking E.T.
Yeah, I
E.T..
mean, that movie was gigantic, right?
Yeah.
So there's no way. But yeah, who's your favorite character in the thing?
The dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As an alien or the other dogs?
The alien.
Okay. I will say, as we talked about the hallway scene, the dog was great.
He was a fantastic actor.
They said it took them 3 takes to do that.
That's it?
What an actor.
Good for him.
Awards. If there was animal acting awards,
He's got it.
give him the Oscar.
He's probably dead now. Rest in peace. Probably.
Yeah,
No, he
there's no
is. I
way
don't know
that
why.
dog is a
Yeah.
That dog was definitely probably like
Probably.
3 to 7 years old at that point.
Yeah. I also like Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Kurt Russell did great in this movie. Keith David, while he's good in this movie, he's barely in it,
Yeah.
right? Like, obviously him with a
He did-
flamethrower on his back is amazing.
How much do you think those cost?
The flamethrowers?
Yes. And would we go to jail?
Well, it depends on what we're flamethrowing.
Hmm.
But I would assume a flamethrower's got to be anywhere between like $1,800 to $5,000, depending. Right?
You've looked this up, haven't you?
I have not, but those look like World War II era flamethrowers to me. So if we were to buy those today, you're going to get the vintage. Like, okay, you got to pay money for this. This is World War II used. This killed how many Germans? Like, come on.
It's probably
To
haunted.
get probably. Ooh, what a good movie idea. The haunted flamethrower.
It's a terrible movie. I never
Anytime he flames someone, the ghosts come out,
know
and then they, I don't know.
Yeah.
Achtung.
What were we talking about?
How much it would cost to
No,
buy a
before
flamethrower? Who your favorite character was?
Yep.
I was saying Keith David wearing the
Yeah.
flamethrower was like,
Yeah.
all right, my man there.
Yeah.
Even Kurt Russell wearing the flamethrower. There's only a qualm I have with this movie besides what I told you while we watched it, which is at the end, Kurt Russell literally is in that explosion and then goes, "No, I'm good."
Yeah.
Besides that, the scene where the guy's going crazy on the couch and turning into the thing, the other dude, Windows, okay, yeah, he could have been scared or freaking out or whatnot. He just kind of stands there and is like, should I flamethrow this guy? Nah.
Yeah.
Albeit he's on the couch with the other guys. Fuck it. I don't care about those other guys. I'm flamethrowing this dude. And yeah, he...
they all die anyway.
Well, do they? Keith David doesn't, or does he? Or is he this thing?
They freeze to death.
Do
no
they?
way. There's no way they don't. His beard was frozen.
Yeah, you're right.
Even coming out of
He
the
was sweating.
Yeah, he was
Maybe not
very
outside.
sweaty.
So there is an actual sequel to this movie, or prequel, that came out in 2011, which I think you would like better. It's more fast-paced. It's got CGI in it. There is some practical effects that were actually pretty good in it as well. It's not bad.
I think I was going to watch that one instead.
Oh, it's a good thing I said watch the original.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I did say watch the original for this.
No, that was Evil Dead, which we're doing on Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's right. No, so the sequel I kind of liked, and a lot of people trashed it. A lot of people were like, "No, this ain't good." It's like Fast and Furious, but with the Thing, kind of like. But I feel like you'd like it.
I love me some Fast and Furious.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's all about family.
I'm about to buy all of them. It's like $80 to get it on Amazon. Every single one.
Buy it in real life. You have a PlayStation, right?
I have an Xbox. I'm a
Okay.
grown adult.
Does it play Blu-rays?
Yes.
Okay, then buy them on.
Actually, no, it doesn't have a disc thing. It's only download.
So who's the adult now?
Not Xbox.
No.
No.
PlayStation owners.
I guess.
Because PlayStation.
I used to have one. It was in a tire case.
That's kind of tight.
It was actually really dope.
That's pretty cool.
Man,
That and Gone in 60 Seconds should definitely just come in a tire case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's dope.
All right, here's the actual. This is going to determine our friendship.
Yep.
Fast and Furious 1
Okay.
or Gone in 60 Seconds.
Hold on.
You don't even remember
Continue.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
I don't remember it, no.
Nicolas Cage, they're stealing 50 cars in one night. Angelina Jolie's in it. Robert Duvall. Fucking.
I know I've seen it.
If you haven't seen Gone in 60 Seconds.
I know I've seen it.
Eleanor, the Mustang that they got to steal at the end.
Yeah. I know Eleanor, for sure.
You're going to tell me Fast and Furious is better than Gone in 60 Seconds.
I don't know. The first one's pretty good.
When's the last time you seen it?
Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
Number 1?
Yeah.
Last week?
I watch it every week. Yeah. There is
we
no
were on
way.
our way back from Tennessee. Ludacris came on. I was like, fuck, I want to watch Fast and Furious.
God damn it. Ludacris is in the first one?
No, he's on the second
No, I was
one.
going to say. I was like,
We watched the second one,
Luda
too.
ain't there. Oh my God. Did your girlfriend enjoy that?
She loves it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And
Really?
she also weirdly fucking loved this movie.
Ah.
Yeah, she was getting mad because I was talking.
Ah.
But yet, any good movie she doesn't pay attention to.
Ah, she has taste.
No, she doesn't. But apparently she does.
Apparently she does, but she likes The Thing.
Yeah.
She was into it. She was in suspense. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to see what's going on with The Thing.
I know. I was talking to her. I was like, why aren't you talking to me? I'm trying to watch the movie.
Man.
The fuck?
I respect your
Any
girlfriend a
other
lot
movie
more
we
now.
Any movie we watch together, you watch anything except for this one.
Maybe she'll like Evil Dead.
Stupid.
Have you even
Well,
seen
we're
that?
watching the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen the newest one?
Yeah.
Has she?
I don't know.
We can find out
Yeah,
again.
we're gonna watch it tomorrow.
Right, you're fucking watching.
Yeah.
All right, my favorite character is definitely either the dog or Keith David. I just love Keith David and anything he's in. He kills it. I've never seen him not be good in a movie, a TV show, any role he's been. I'm sure he's been on Broadway. Fuck it. He's Keith David, right? He's the man.
It's too bad it didn't have like a 5-minute fight scene.
Imagine at the end.
He was just fighting the shit out of this alien.
No, him and Kurt Russell.
They
just,
looked like there was a little tension.
Well, so that's the thing. They don't know if they're the alien, right? Because let's be real. They went their separate ways. Kurt Russell and those 3 dudes, or was it 4 dudes, went to find the doctor, right? And they find out that he is an alien and has been building a fucking ship this entire time under that hut he was in, which props to the alien for almost making an entire ship in, an hour?
I know. He was
Or maybe
good.
a day. I don't know. They don't really say how long they've been there, right? So let's say it's at most a day. Good for that guy,
He's
right?
doing good.
Taking parts from the helicopter and stuff, because they do show that.
Mm-hmm.
So Keith David's the only one left in the place, and they see him run out, and the lights go off. So to Kurt Russell, why wouldn't he be an alien?
What was
right?
his name? Keith David's?
Keith David was Childs.
Oh, that's why I said child. I thought he meant like an actual child.
Oh my God.
I was running. I was like, where the fuck did a kid come from?
Maybe if you were paying attention and not talking and being on your phone the whole time. Yeah. Anyways, so to Kurt Russell, or Mac, he thinks Keith David's definitely an alien, right? Now, Keith David, look at him. Let's say he's not an alien, and he did go and do what he said, and he went out there and like looked to see what was happening and comes back. All those dudes are dead, but Mac. He's got to be the alien, right? Okay, it blew up, but who knows? He's got to be the alien. So to them, that to me is like the defining scene of the movie. Is they're at the end and they're going, all right, either we freeze to get together, or one of the two are an alien, or none of them are, right? And they're taking the chance. Like, fuck it, we can't,
I'm done.
Right. But to your point, it would have been fucking tight if they went, let's just fisticuffs right now, let's go, and just had a 5-minute fight scene. For no reason.
Yeah.
That
would have been a better ending than sipping on a bottle of something.
It would have been more exciting, but I like the ambiguous ending of we don't know. You know what I mean? I don't like a movie. Okay, I don't like a movie all the time to spoon feed me everything. I want to be trying to figure out what's going on. And even if the end happens and you have to figure out the end, I like it. Like Memento, great movie. It does explain certain things. But at the end, I know you don't know what even I'm talking about, and I don't want you to, because I want you to watch that movie and go, what the fuck did I just watch? At the end, you still don't really know what's going on. For the people who are listening out there, Memento, Christopher Nolan, great movie, Guy Pearce. Basically, the guy has like a 5-second memory or a 15-second memory or something through the whole movie, so he has to write down shit. Watch it. It's wild.
Does he remember that he has only 15-second memory? Does he know?
If he's writing notes for
How does
himself,
he know?
I would assume.
But how
I
does
don't remember if it's like 15 or 30 or like a minute or something, but he doesn't have a very good memory. So he has to write himself
Neither do
notes
I.
or take pictures
Maybe I
and
should
stuff.
start doing that.
Maybe, right? That's why I got you the book.
No.
Right. Jeez.
You didn't give me shit. That's my book.
That's my book that I wrote one thing down in. All right. Do we have a least favorite character in this movie?
I don't think so.
Not at all.
Honestly. There wasn't anyone that like stood out to me as pointless.
Like,
Know what I
okay, you're right. There's no bad acting in this movie.
Yeah.
There might be some like, it's the 80s, but there's nothing that like sticks out to you. There's nothing that's like, get this guy out of this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Or there's no character even that does something stupid, right? Like, yeah, of course there's scenes where, like I was explaining, that guy not fire blasting everybody, but
Yeah.
you're in the moment. Like, I get
a
it.
fucking giant creature in front of you, dude. Like,
Right. And this might be the first time he's seen whatever's happening. He's freaking out.
Yeah.
Again, like you said, he maybe doesn't want to fire blast his friends sitting there. Me? Good luck.
Fire blasting the shit out.
Exactly. I don't care.
Steve, use flamethrower.
Right. You gonna learn today. So there's nothing, and I do like that this movie is sort of grounded in what people would do. Now, I did say, if I knew after the scene where they're testing the blood, if I knew who everybody was and we were all good, we're not leaving each other's sight.
Together.
We're fucking tying ourselves to each other,
Yeah.
and we aren't leaving each other. We're taking dumps together. We're fucking eating together. We're doing everything.
Yeah.
Until we figure this out,
Mhm.
right? Because if nobody's the thing, somebody's the thing, and that person's not in our little circle here. So that's the only issue I have with the movie. Now, they only leave Keith David there, and they all go off to find the other guy because they think he's still fine, because he should be fine, because when they put him in the thing, when they put them in the cabin or whatever that was, they had no idea if he was or wasn't. And him sitting there the whole time, why, to them, okay,
Well,
he's not going to be the thing.
Yeah.
Now, the question becomes, was he always the thing? Or while he was in there, did one of them go and get him?
Who?
The doctor that was like, hey, I came up with the test. Like, why would
When
I
did
be
he go
the
missing?
guy? He didn't go missing. So remember when they rounded up the 3 people who could have taken the blood?
Yeah.
Right. They put them in different places to
Mhm.
monitor them, to basically say, okay, you could be something. They didn't know if the blood test was going to work or whatnot. So they put them all in different places. And then once they went back to see him after McReady went and saw him, then they go back and then the doors open.
Oh,
Right?
that was the room that they locked him in,
Right.
and he was like, "Let me out."
Exactly. It wasn't a
And
room.
he
It
just
was like
went.
a cabin area. It was where
Yeah.
Mac was in the beginning, where he was when we
Yeah.
find him first. So I think it was like a lookout cabin or something.
Mhm.
But I don't even know if that is a smart strategy
leave
to
him
do
there,
that, to
but
leave a guy.
no.
But again, you don't know at that point, so might as well get him away from everybody. Because again, it was working in the shadows. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I don't think I have a least favorite character either. Everybody's doing what needs to be done.
I mean, maybe in the beginning it would have been the Norwegian dude.
But you understand why? Yeah.
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Is
dude.
it Norwegian or Norwegian?
Norwegian. Oh, Norwegian. I don't know. I tried to do Mario. That was terrible.
It's a me.
It's me, a Norwegian.
You could be the Chris Pratt Mario. Just put a little bit of a New Yorker accent.
It's
Fucking
better-
hey, go fuck it yourself.
I mean, it's better than super Italian.
You know what's funny? I was reading about this, and it never occurred to me. Like, okay, yeah, Chris Pratt's gonna do Mario. I want the Mario voice. Imagine listening to that voice for an hour and a
That'd be
half.
fucking annoying.
Yeah,
Which is why he didn't do it. I think he even said that at some point.
maybe, but obviously it's probably not his call, right? Like, it wouldn't. Maybe there's gonna be a cut of him. Go, hey, let it be Mario. You're like, but then they're like, what?
That was terrible.
Well, no, I'm trying to be Chris Pratt, trying to do the Mario,
okay.
not doing
So you're
the
trying to impersonate somebody impersonating somebody?
right.
Nice.
Because you never know what he would have came up with, right?
Chris Pratt can do no wrong.
Look, we're not going to get into that. He's a piece of shit. You don't have a child who's disabled with somebody and then go, you know what, fuck that kid. I'm going to divorce you and then get with another person and then praise having a beautiful, healthy child with that kid or that person.
He didn't do it that way.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
literally
He
came
did
out
not
on
say, fuck that kid.
Well, he didn't say it, but you don't say, look at my new, beautiful, healthy baby.
What do you want him to say?
Hey, congratulations to me and my new wife, girlfriend, whatever, of having a baby, a child, not healthy. That's fucked
He
up.
was just saying he was healthy.
Okay.
She, it.
His last child is not with Anna
Sure,
Faris.
he's still healthy. Is it a he or
it's
she?
challenged. I don't even know. Anyways,
he's challenged.
hold
Hold
on.
You're not healthy.
He's also into like a lot of religious shit that a lot of the church or whatever that he goes to has come out and said some fucked up stuff about gay people and like anti-trans people and all this. Like, and he isn't.
Scientology?
No, he's
Oh,
not
that's
into
good.
Scientology. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll give him that one.
Yeah.
No, he's into like a super Christian church thing, and it's a little out there for me. And weird that he married Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Good for him.
I mean, I guess. Get to the chopper.
Got to marry into the money.
I guess.
I know,
At this
he's rich.
point, I wonder who's richer. You know what
With
I mean?
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Good old Schwartzy.
Would he though?
Schwartz?
Okay, hold on. Let's be real. With the amount of money people make today in movies versus even though he was the biggest action star of the 90s,
He's still getting royalties.
probably, well, maybe. Depends. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, if somebody wants him to show up somewhere, hey, yeah, give me the... Well, that was fucking Rocky.
Gabagoo.
That was Rocky. I was trying to do... now I can't even think about how to do the Schwarzenegger.
Get to the job. I can't do accents. I can't. What is it? What's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm looking for. You know what I'm trying to say. What's the word?
Impressions.
Yes. I can't do impressions.
Yeah. Was elected to lead, not to read.
You roll your tongue on that one?
I did.
That was weird.
Read.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Go.
No, there was fuck, what's his name? Barry. Have you watched Barry at all?
Barry?
Yeah.
Barry Allen?
No, Barry, the show on HBO.
No.
Oh, okay. Bill Hader is the main character on it. Anyways, he does a mean Arnold impression, like spot on, and it's fucking freaky. And somebody did a what's it where they can morph your face?
What?
Where you can make your face into somebody else's face on the internet. It's the big thing that's going around.
What? What the fuck are you looking up? I've never...
Yes, you have. It's where They can put somebody else's face on your face, so you look like a famous person. There's a word for it. They did it with the newest like Mandalorian too, where they made old Luke look like young Luke. It's
Did they made
specific
Paul
technology.
Walker's brother look like Paul Walker?
Right, it's a specific technology. I can't remember. Anyway, somebody did
CGI.
that. Well, yeah, but it's a certain. Why can't this is gonna bug the shit
Face
out of me?
swap.
It's sort of a face swap, but what the fuck is it called?
I think it's
Face
just CGI.
Swap.
C-
No.
what? I have no idea. How do you find
Deep
out about
fake.
this? Deep fake?
It's called a deep fake.
Deep?
Deep fake. You've never heard of a deep fake?
Neither of you, apparently.
No, I have. I just couldn't remember the fucking word. It's where basically somebody fakes your face on your face. So all these people who are famous and in a bunch of movies, you can use a computer algorithm to then watch and find all these different pictures, movie, video files,
And put
and
your
then
face on their face?
it will do it over
So you're
a
telling
set
me-
number of days.
I can be anybody I want in the movie.
Sort of. So it works best with if you have like the same bone structure and whatnot, because
Yeah.
it will, try to change it to your face.
Nobody's
But
got a big ass head like I do. Can't do it.
jury's still out.
I don't know.
No, whatever.
It's pretty
Is there a favorite part or scene you have for The Thing?
Actually, finishing it today, I liked when he put his hands in his face. And it
That
went to
was
his
kinda cool,
skin.
yeah.
That shit was dope.
And then he's just dragging him away with the
Yeah,
hand, and the
stretched
the one
face.
dude's like, "I'm gonna check that out."
Quietly.
What an idiot!
Say something.
What an
See
idiot.
something, say something.
That's the only
It's all
part
about
that
neighborhood watch around here.
that's the only part that took me out of this movie every time I've seen it. And I don't want to be not racist, but stereotypical, right? If an African American man saw that, he is not going to go, I wonder what's going on
Go
over there.
quietly.
He's going to be like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
You seeing this shit, Mac? And then that would have been it.
Yeah, they both would have gone.
Right. Now, does the movie need for that to happen to set up for the big scene at the end where 3 people come together to make this giant thing? Obviously. But do it differently. Like, have that guy get taken out quietly, and then the black guy's like, oh, fuck that, and then something falls down behind him, or some kind of... There's no jump scares in this movie.
No.
I like that, but I also like, okay, give me one. That could have been the jump scare, right? Like, you get the black guy through the wall or something, or some crazy thing happens, and it's like, bah! And he's done. Cool. But that's the only part of the movie where I'm like...
I don't think he was trying to be sneaky, though.
The black guy or the
No.
thing?
The thing.
The thing was being sneaky when he grabbed the guy with the face, because he kind of walks up around him.
Looking around.
Yeah. So,
Could you imagine how that would feel? Ugh.
I don't even know. Because
Yeah.
it's going into your skin, but it's also
Yeah.
morphing you
how?
together.
How did they go in his skin?
Well, it's not going in, it's melting together. Because that's what the thing does. It just tries to make a perfect copy of you. Yeah, it's wild.
That's nasty.
It's wild. But my favorite scene, obviously, is going to be the scene. The one that I said, look, there's no way you don't like this. That scene is so iconic in the horror world. It's so, like, don't look at me like that. It is. Yeah. The Thing is a big movie in the horror genre that people still look at. And
It's got good ratings, so obviously
That's what I'm saying.
somebody fucking likes it.
not Randy.
Not this guy.
Randy's gay. No, I just think, like, that scene is so out there for the time and just the idea of it. Like, yeah, I like that The Thing is just a thing. There's no rules to it. There's no basis in reality almost, right? Like, you can get away with a stomach opening with a mouth to chop that dude's hands off, right? Like, what other movie can you do that with? Because it makes sense, because it's just a thing. It doesn't matter what it is.
I know.
So, and then, okay, hear me out. The head's going to melt off and turn into a fucking, like, arachnopod thing and, like, scoot away.
how much cocaine, drugs, just alcohol were they on?
I mean, obviously,
come up with
you
this.
needed to be on a couple. At least
I feel
LSD.
like peyote was a big thing in the 30s.
Peyote. Yeah, probably.
Had to
Well,
be.
wait, okay, hold on. So if you're making this movie in the 30s, obviously you got a lot of time on your hands, number one. Number two,
What was
the-
going on in the 30s?
nothing. You're sitting around for the day.
You sure?
You got no
it wasn't
TV.
like the Great Depression or anything like that.
That was the 20s. So we're getting
Yeah,
out of the Great
I don't
Great
fucking
Depressions. So what I'm saying is, like, there's not a lot to entertain you as a person, right? Obviously, there's whorehouses and other things. But I'm saying you're
Those are big.
you're sitting around for a lot of the day. You're coming up with some crazy stories. You're looking at the sky. You're hearing all this stuff about aliens and all this shit. You're coming up with some wild ideas. This man happens to come up with, yo, there's this thing, right?
And it kills everybody.
But it kind of like just mimics
It does
everybody.
its thing.
It does its thing, right?
Yeah.
And it just takes over everybody. Like, I do agree with you that the movie could have been better, right? The idea of this thing coming from another world and just taking over people could have been bigger.
Mm-hmm.
But the budget they had, the whole, okay, we're in Antarctica, so it has to be contained.
Arctica.
What did I say?
Arctica.
Arctica. Okay.
Arctica.
Thank you. Thank you for
Antarctica.
Arctica.
God.
It's an arc.
Arc.
Arctica, like the Ark of the Covenant. Have you seen Indiana
No.
Jones? You've not seen
I didn't think we
Indiana
talked about this. I was
Oh
supposed to
my
watch it and I never did.
So that's going to be the next Have You
Yeah,
Not
we
Seen
could do
It?
Yeah.
Anyways, so the idea of the movie could have been a lot better. But it's not a bad movie because of that. I just think if it was on a grander scale with more of a budget, it could have been wilder, right? So that's my thing. But they succeed with what they're trying to do,
Mhm.
I think. So,
Yeah.
why have you not seen this yet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just never.
I just never thought about it.
If it's an old movie, I'm not going to watch it unless you tell me to.
Okay.
There's no
so
old
is
movies
there,
that I'm like, oh, I want to, except for Halloween, maybe It. It fucked me up.
the movie's like 3 hours and something long, too.
Dude,
Mm.
I saw it in a lake house when I was in like 8th grade.
Mm.
Big open windows everywhere, like right on the water.
Mm.
Fuck me.
Yeah. That's
Got
not
me
good.
good. No, I don't like clowns.
Yeah, I get it. Fucking clowns.
Fucking terrifying.
What was I watching where they put a bunch of clowns around? Oh, it was a Mr. Beast episode. Never mind. I'm not going to worry about that. All right. Did it live up to the hype?
I didn't know there was hype.
Okay.
So who knows?
Mm. Well, I would say there is somewhat of hype around this movie. Again, look at the ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. Everybody's talking about this movie for being a staple of the genre, about, number one, sci-fi. Number two, the effects. The director who's on board with this. Just everything about this movie, albeit at the time wasn't big, but has grown to a cult classic status.
That was rough. I think
Cult classic status.
I
It's
think
hard to
it's
say
more of a
fast. Cult classic status.
sci-fi movie than it is horror for sure. So
Well, yeah, it's
It's
dealing
like-
with an alien, but it's
would that
Okay,
would you put
sci-fi
that
horror?
in like the same category as like Star Wars though?
no. I think it's sci-fi horror, right? It's
Like Alien,
it's
like you were
sci-fi
saying.
first and then horror, but it's not really. I mean, sure, it's a horror movie, but it doesn't invoke horror to me. It's more of a thriller to me.
Yeah.
Right, like because you're wondering the whole time who could be the thing, who could be this, or what's going on. It's not a like deep brooding like, oh, this is scary.
Yeah.
Like the idea of it is scary, but it's not a scary movie. If I was 8 years old, this movie would fucking freak me out. But it's not scary. It's just the thing is freaky.
Yeah.
Right. So that's gonna
Because of what he can do,
right.
who he can be.
Right. I could be sleeping and that thing's just gonna go and get me.
Ew.
Well, that was like the noise it was making when it was coming out of the dog.
Oh yeah, with
Right.
all the fucking
Right, whatever it was, and that's the thing. I'm like, is it an insect almost? Because it's got like tentacles and shit. Who knows?
Who knows?
Have you seen The Faculty?
No.
Okay, The Faculty has a couple parts in it that are kind of like. Well, I don't know. You ever going to see The Faculty? I'm gonna ruin it for you. So The Faculty is basically.
No, I'm not.
You should. You honestly should. It's really good, and you would like it better than this because it's newer. It's from '97. Josh Hartnett's in it. Josh Hartnett. Wow,
I don't know.
he was like the teen heartthrob of the late '90s.
That was a weird way to put that.
No, he was though. He was in a whole bunch. You ever seen 40 Days, 40 Nights?
Yes.
Sea of Titties?
That's,
That's Josh Hartnett.
that's the vampire one, right?
No, I'm talking about the movie where the dude can't have sex or jerk off for 40 days or 40
Oh
nights.
no,
for
I've never
Lent.
seen that.
Oh, you should watch that.
That sounds funny.
He has a dream in which he is flying through a sea of titties.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Anyways, have you seen Black Hawk Down?
Yeah.
He's in that movie. He's the main guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what he looks like.
Okay. Well, anyways, Josh Hartnett's in it as the main character pretty much. Elijah Wood's in it. You've seen Lord of the Rings, right? Frodo.
No,
You've never seen Okay.
I know who he is though.
Okay. So he's in that. He's in it too. Jon Stewart's in it. which is kind of funny because Jon Stewart was a
He was an actor, right? He
movie
doesn't do
star.
anything now, does he?
He's an activist now. Went from actor to activist. Look at him.
What a bitch.
Not really. He's trying to do stuff for veterans, so you should probably be.
Good for him.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, so they're in like this small town in which they're in high school, and I can't remember if this guy finds like this bug or something, and it's like a dried out bug. Well, this bug ends up burrowing in your fucking skull and taking over your body, and then trying to just do that to everybody. And they end up taking over the school and all this shit, and then I'm not going to say who the main character, the main bad bug is, but that big bug ends up looking sort of like this because it's like got tentacles everywhere and shit. It's a cool movie. They end up realizing that cocaine kills it because it
fucking course.
Because it dries out the body of it. But well, it's wild because so the way the guy's selling drugs through the school, Josh Hartnett, he has pens, big pens that he puts cocaine in. So the way to snort it, you take the top off it, right?
Smart.
Yeah. So the whole movie is him. Dude, it's honestly a good movie. Definitely for a late 90s thriller horror movie, it ticks all the Fast and Furious boxes for you. There's also a scene in the movie in which a head has tentacles and is walking around. This is the thing.
This is also that fucking dick movie we were talking about the other day.
Oh, we're not even get back to that movie. Jesus Christ. Before you leave today, I'm going to show you 5 seconds of that movie, and that's the dick.
That's all I can watch.
Fucking pushing through a wall. It was pretty funny. Okay. Would you recommend this movie to anybody? No. Would you? Were you entertained at all by this movie?
I got up and took a shower in the middle of it. That's why I didn't see most of it.
So there was nothing entertaining about this movie. No. Keith David wasn't great. Kurt Russell wasn't entertaining. Having a flamethrower wasn't entertaining.
I mean, it was cool.
Seeing the alien like do its thing.
Fucking sucked into it.
Okay. But it did to your girlfriend.
No, that was Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, I thought you meant this movie.
No.
Oh, well then I take back everything I said about having respect for her. What are you doing?
I watched this by myself.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I was like, if she was all about the thing, I'd be like, all right, yeah, good for you. But no, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing?
See, you were on her side for a little bit.
Not anymore.
Nope.
That was terrible.
Yep.
What is she doing with her life?
I don't know. That's why I said, why the fuck we play a good movie. Wah, wah, wah.
Fun facts on the fuck. Jeepers Creepers, what the fuck? John Carpenter has stated that of all of his films, this is his personal favorite.
Damn it, Steve. Carpenter.
It has become a tradition in the British Antarctic research stations to watch The Thing as part of their midwinter feast and celebration held every June 21st.
Fuck that.
Imagine, right? Hey, guy, like the new guy comes in. Hey, we're going to watch this movie. I've never seen it. What is it? Oh, you're going to like it. It's about Antarctica and the research centers. And he's like,
this movie wasn't that good, but if I had to watch an Antarctica,
right?
Arctica, fuck no.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, I'm out.
I'm gone.
When's the next flight out of here? He's like,
quit.
Well, the helicopter got taken apart, so we're trying to make a flying saucer.
I quit.
Get in this or you're out. Where you putting it? The film's budget, $15 million, was substantially larger than the average horror film of the time. Friday the 13th in 1980 had cost a mere $700,000, while John Carpenter's original Halloween in 1978 had been a paltry $375,000.
That's it?
Yeah.
Those movies are so much better.
Well, it comes down to two things to me with Halloween. What happens in that movie, and what did you need to make it?
Yeah, there wasn't much in those movies.
Right, so if John Carpenter himself is doing the music for it, if he's writing it and directing it, right there, you don't have to pay shit for anybody. You're doing it all, and you're reaping the benefits. Because if it's your movie, you don't have to pay me to direct it, right?
You got a lot of work on your hands. That's about it.
Sure. Well, I don't know that score. Done. Amazing.
Yeah,
you could have been John
everybody
Williams.
Knows it now.
I was gonna say you could be John Williams on Jaws. Like, give me $1 million for what? Dun.
And then hear me out.
Dun.
Hear me out. Dun 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 dun.
Dun. Hey, Spielberg, let's go. Money. You know what though? That's the genius of that.
That's all you need.
It works. Yeah. Same thing for Halloween. You didn't need this huge score. Even like looking at the movie itself, you didn't need it to be crazy and over the top. You just needed to be what it was, at that time, and it worked. We're still there's Halloween Ends is coming out in like 2 weeks. We're still talking about it. That came out in 1978.
Halloween Ends, like the last one, finally?
Yeah. It ain't going to be final.
I know.
Here's you ready for it? Laurie Strode is going to kill Michael finally, but he's not going to be dead.
How is he not dead? He was just a person.
Was he, though? Or is he a thing sent from evil?
100% just a psychopath.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. That's why the first couple works. That's also why I'm not going to say that I like the Jason movies better, but there's a supernatural element to Jason, right? So he always comes back.
He came back from the dead.
Right.
Because he drowned.
So you can do whatever you want with it. With Halloween, if he's just a regular dude who's like dummy strong, because let's be real, he seems simple. Okay, but how are you getting stabbed and shot and just being like, I'm good, let me walk?
You don't even need to go to the hospital. Like,
right.
He just fucking heals.
Right. Give me a little like, oh, he's a X-Men mutant. All right.
Yeah.
He's Wolverine. All right.
No, just a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like Dahmer.
Kurt Russell took about a year to grow the famous beard and hair for MacReady. I say it was worth the amount of time.
It took a year?
Took a year.
To get the beard?
To get the beard. It's a slow-growing beard because it didn't look that long. Unless he grew it long and then they trimmed it to make it look nice. I don't know, but that's a...
I feel like Wally can shave us off in a day and come back
right
tomorrow.
I mean, it takes me like a week to get this.
It takes me like a week to get this.
Right. Fucking some people like got the gift of hair. I don't know.
Actually, this is 2 weeks.
Oh,
that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's all good. 2 characters in the movie are nicknamed MacReady for short, and Windows, a nickname inspired by the fact that the character always wears glasses. Since the film was made in 1982, this is purely coincidental and has nothing to do with Apple's and Macintosh's famous rival tech brands.
That's pretty dope.
A lot of people would say, like, okay, Mac and Windows, what the fuck?
You know, I did hear it and I thought it,
Mm-hmm.
and just now clicked.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are like, that's weird to be.
I did think they called him Windows. He was the one that was on the radio, right? Like trying to get on the radio.
Yeah. And he was always like sleeping.
I just figured it was because of that.
Well, yeah, that's
like he was on a computer.
Oh, well, back then they didn't have Windows.
Yeah.
It was, I don't even know if it had been DOS in 82.
Oh. Did they have internet? They
Linux.
didn't have internet.
Might have been Linux. No, they didn't have internet.
No. They didn't
Especially out in Antarctica.
Yeah.
He was even saying, like, I've been trying to call people. We got nothing.
No, why couldn't they get a hold of anybody?
Who knows? Could have been the time of year. Could have been the fact that there was a huge storm coming. So it was, that's what they kept saying. Remember, like, hey, this storm's coming. At the end of the movie, the guy's like, storm's going to be here in 6 hours. We're going to find out tonight who's who. And then once everything blows up and they're sitting there, that's why they're like, well, we're either just going to fucking sit here and die or figure it out. And then the movie ends.
They die. They're definitely dead then.
If the storm came and they were outside, yeah, they're dead.
Well, of course they're outside. The place is fucking gone.
Right. Well, also, if they get frozen and one of them's the Thing, they're not dead.
They're coming back.
Or they're both the Thing.
They're both coming back.
Final decision out of 10.
Man.
Don't give it a 3.
I was going to go with 4.
Okay. I was going to give it a 4.
Yeah.
Well, you got to explain yourself.
Like I said, it's a cheesy, predictable. I didn't think it was that good of a movie.
Is it predictable because you've seen other movies do the same thing?
As soon as I saw the dog go in that kennel, I knew that it was the fucking...
Well, yeah.
The dog was the thing.
But they're showing you that. It's not like it's a mysterious, like, ooh, maybe whatever. They're showing this dude shooting out of a helicopter at this dog. They're showing a fucking aircraft fall to the ground.
But you could just think that he was hunting.
No. The movie is doing that on purpose. It's showing you that there's something wrong with this dog. This dude is chasing and killing this dog. He doesn't care about anybody else. Accidentally shoots a dude, then follows that dog trying to go into their place, and then gets shot in the head.
It's still a 4 for me, Steve.
Okay. I'm going to give this movie a 7.
Damn.
I wanted to go higher, but...
And the critics.
I wanted to go higher, but I just can't go higher than a 7 for this. It's a great movie. The pacing's great. You can think it's fucking boring. It's not. Everything that happens, there's ebbs and flows. It gives you time to breathe. It gives you time to think about things. It gives you time to set up the next set piece of the movie. The flamethrowers are fucking awesome. I want a flamethrower.
Yeah.
just to have one, just ready.
There was a guy that was melting snow in his driveway with the flamethrower.
I've seen that.
He got arrested.
Oh, but why? He's not doing anything illegal.
Losing property or like around people, I guess. Reckless endangerment. That's a thing.
So what if we like just went with gasoline across our driveway and just lit it up? Is that reckless endangerment?
I think so.
Oh,
It's like,
weird.
what is it when you catch someone on fire?
Catching someone on fire?
Arson?
Arsenic? Arson?
Yeah.
Would be arson.
Grand arsony.
Grand arsony. So I have definitely seen in Canada and probably other places where they have heated driveways. So almost like a heated floor. Right. So when they're putting the concrete down or whatever they're paving the driveway with, they'll put, the hoses full of water. And then if you want to heat your driveway, it just heats up the water that's going through that. It's fucking genius.
Yeah.
Especially in certain areas where you get a lot of snow. You just turn that bitch on as it's snowing and
You're good.
yeah, I'd pay for that.
Until the water doesn't get hot anymore and you got fucking ice on your driveway.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Well, then
Maybe
you
it's
just
not a good idea.
maybe well,
Just don't leave your house.
unless you're using a different type of heating method than water going through. I'm sure you could just use the metal grates or something. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I feel like they would. No, never mind.
So there's a show back in the day. It's called the Red Green Show, and it wasn't in America, but it was mostly Canadian. And he has this section of the show called the Handyman's Corner. Okay, so it was just like
Like Tool Time.
It was kind of like Tool Time, but it was like they were at a bunch of dudes at a lodge, basically, and there would be like skits throughout the show, and then he'd have his own Handyman's Corner. And they used a lot of stuff with duct tape. Anyways, for one of the episodes, he did heat his driveway by taking a metal fence, laying it down, and then hooking up a car battery to each side of it to then just melt the ice.
That's how you cause a fire.
Yeah, so the show's not meant to be like do this for real. He cut a car in half and duct taped it together with another car.
Did it drive? No, but cut it in half.
Probably for
Fucking
like
idiot.
a second.
Maybe.
It's pretty funny. The show's pretty good. Again, it's 90s, so you might be like, this is stupid, but it's.
I mean, like the fence thing, not a bad idea.
Yeah, no. They made a movie. It was called Duct Tape Forever, and they make a giant duct tape goose to take to the World Duct Tape Contest, and it's in like Minnesota or something. So they have to drive down through Canada, and it's pretty funny.
The Minnesotans? Minnesotans?
I don't know. People who live in Minnesota.
Minnesotanites.
Ooh, I like that. Minnesotanites. Okay.
Are there a lot of Canadians?
No, but they're people
sound
from
the same.
up north. Well, yeah, because you're close to the. Oh yeah, we're gonna go outside and shovel the snow. Yes, but they don't say A. Only Canadians are like, oh, fucking right there, A. We're watching the fucking hockey game there, bud. The Leafs are up 2-1. They're gonna lose though. You fucking hoser.
Fucking hoser.
Anyways, so next time on How Have You Not Seen This, we're gonna look at an actual scary movie. Yes. I don't know which movie it is yet. You're gonna figure that out.
Poltergeist. Figured it out.
We're gonna watch Poltergeist next for our Halloween special episode of How Have You Not Seen This. Yeah. We might change the background and everything to
spooky season
stuff and orangeness.
That's pretty spooky.
Nah, maybe we'll put some skulls in the background. I don't know. But thanks, guys, for listening. We didn't do our spiel at the beginning. If you want to find us anywhere, you can find us where, Randall?
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, anywhere you listen to a podcast.
Anywhere you listen to podcasts. And you can watch us, like you said,
on
YouTube. You can like and favorite this, or you could subscribe to us and know when we're coming out with new videos pretty frequently, once every week, for sure.
Like to support us, you can go to our website, www.thedecisionreel.com, where you can find these shirts.
Merch. We got some merch available. Probably about time we had a new design up there, but we do like the Embrace the Cheese shirt. Randall did not embrace the cheese this episode.
Nope.
Did not like the cheesiness of the thing. No. But you know what? That's fine. You like it or you don't.
Yep.
But today, he didn't like it.
Nope.
But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.